Welcome to the theory lecture of Python for BCA third semester as per the syllabus of IK Gujral, Punjab Technical University, Jalandhar. First of all, the contents of the syllabus 1914 is our code, programming in Python. These are the theory contents. In the previous lecture, I discussed about Python loops, but I cover only while loop in the previous lecture. In today's lecture, I will try to cover for loop and nested for loop. For that, I am using Spider platform. Before I proceed with for loop in Python, what is the meaning of range? Suppose I am writing the code like this, print list range 7. You can print the data from 0 to 6 by using range with any number. For example, if I am writing range and inside bracket n, it means I can print the values from 0 to n minus 1. Now the next content, suppose I am writing the range like 12 to 19, like this. Let us check the output. Then I can print the data from 12 to 18. Means first number is included and last is excluded. Here also the last number is excluded. You can print the data up to 6. But if there is only one number, it means you can start the data from 0. Now here I can write range from 12 to, or data can be printed from 12 to 18. It means the first number is included and the second number is excluded. Suppose I have to print the data in reverse order. Then I can write range. Suppose I am writing 10, 0. Then I have to write minus 1. Each time decremented by 1. That means I can print the data from 10 to 1. The data from 10 to 1 can be printed out. Suppose I am printing the data like this, range 1 to 20, then gap of 2 is there. It means I can print the odd values from 1 to 20. Because first value is equal to 1, this one is the jumping factor. It means I can print the odd values starting from 1, 1, 3, 5, up to so on, like this. Suppose I am writing print list range 13 to 50 with a jumping factor of 3. Now check the output. It means I can print the values with a gap of 3. First value is equal to 13, then next value is equal to 16, then 19, up to so on, like this. 13, then 16, then 19, up to so on. Suppose I have to print the data with negative and positive values. Range, suppose I am writing minus 4 to plus 5. Then I can print the data from minus 4 to 4. Suppose I am writing like this, print list, then range 1 to 1. Nothing is there because there is no item. Suppose I am writing print list range from 1 to 2. That means I can print only 1 because second value is excluded. You can print only 1. These are the basic contents about range, so that we can proceed with the patterns in loops. I repeat again, this one is the single element, this one is the increment, and this one is the decrement, this one is the jumping factor of 2, this one is the jumping factor of 3, and these are the negative values. If I am writing 1 to 1, no value is there. If I am writing 1 to 2, it means only single value is there. Suppose I have to display these values using for loop. Suppose I am writing for I in range from 1 to 10, then print I like this, print I. It means I can display the data from 1 to 9 because range from 1 to 0, 1 to 10 represent that data can be displayed from 1 to 9. If I am writing 10 to 1, now check the output, there is no content, no data is there because you have to give -1 for decrement. These values are there. If I am writing 0 here, then you can display the value up to 1 because the last value is not included. Now, for nested for loop, suppose again I am using one loop like this, then print I comma j comma end, so that I can print the data in single line, then print after one execution the data should be iterated in next line. These are the contents. Now what is the meaning of this? What about the first row? In first row, value of I is equal to 1 and j varies from 1 to 5. And what about the second row? Value of I is equal to 2 and j varies from 1 to 5. If I am printing j only, what's there? It means I can print the data of j only because these are the values of j 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I am printing I, it means in first row I can print 1 only. Like this, can I execute the program? 1. 1 is there, then 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Means increment of j is there. For first row, I will remain same and j varies from 1 to 5. If I am writing 1 to 9, it means the content varies from 1 to 8. You can display the content like this. As per the requirement, you can display the data. But last value is not included, excluded. Last value is excluded and first value is included. You have to remember this. And the next one, suppose I have to display the content. Check the output here, this one. And if I am writing I plus 1 and j here, you can display the data like this: 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what is the meaning of this? If I have to explain this content, then in what way I can explain? When I is equal to 1, j varies from 1 to 2. It means on display only 1 is there. When I is equal to 2, j varies from 1 to 3. It means what's there? 1 and 2 is there. If I is equal to 3, j varies from 1 to 4. It means the output is 1, 2 and 3, like this. In this way you can display the data up to desired number of values. When I is equal to 5, you can display the data up to 5. Now what is the target basically? Suppose I have to modify this program. Now what is the modification required? This one is the output. Suppose I have to reverse these two values, second and fourth. Suppose I have to reverse these values, then what to do? Let us execute that content. If I, again this content is simple, I modulus 2 is not equal to 0, then for j in range, from 1 to I plus 1, then print j, then end, double quotes, some spaces required, then again print double quote with some space. Now what is the meaning of this? Let's execute the program. Look at this one. You can display the rows when I is odd. I modulus 2 is not equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? It means you can display the odd rows only. If I am writing equal to 0 here, it means you can display the even numbered rows only. Second row and fourth row. This one is the first, third and fifth row. If I am writing not equal to 0, it means I modulus 2 is not equal to 0. It means you can display the odd numbered rows only. Now for even numbered rows, else reverse the loop in that j in a range, you can write I last value is equal to 0 each time decremented by 1. Then again print the value j, then end in double quote, then print in double quote, empty spaces there. Now execute the program, you can reverse the data. In this way you can display the data whatever you would like to display. First row as it is, second is reversed, third row as it is, fourth is reversed. If I am entering 9 here, you can display more rows according to this pattern. This one is there. Second row, fourth, sixth and eighth all are reversed and other rows remain as it is. You can display the data as per requirement. Now one more content regarding for loop, or you can say nested for loop of designing patterns. Suppose I am writing for I in range, then suppose I am writing 1 to or 65 to 71, and then for j in a range, then suppose 65 to I plus 1, then print chr changes into character, then j and double quote is required, empty double quote, then print, then again double quote. Now check the output of this program. you can display the data like this: A, AB, ABC, ABCD, E, F, like this. You can display the alphabets. Now, why the alphabets are there? Because ASCII code of capital A is 65. If I am writing 97 here, 97, suppose we are writing 102 here, and here also 97 is there, then you can display small alphabets. Look at this one. You can display small alphabets in place of 1, 2, 3. Now again, one complex pattern. If I am writing here 1 to 6, and here 1 to I, or 1 to 6 again. Suppose I am writing like this and printing only J here. Now check the output. This one is the output. If I am printing I and J both, now check the output. You can see the content here like this. And here, if I am writing new line, you can display the data like this. These are the contents. These are the values, all the values of I and J. Now, for I in, or copy this content, this one, you can copy this one and paste here. Now, for I in range 1 to 6, for J in range from 1 to 6, and then suppose you have to control the data of this pattern. Look at this pattern. In the diagonal, value of I is equal to value of J. Suppose I am writing here, if I is equal to J, then print the value of J followed by and, then else. Suppose I am printing empty braces followed by again and. Suppose these contents are there, then print, then empty braces, like this. Let's execute the program. Look at this one. Now what is the meaning of this? It means I can print the diagonal elements only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the elements. Suppose I have to print this diagonal, this one, another diagonal. This one is primary diagonal and this one is secondary diagonal. Suppose you have to display this one. It means I can write here I plus J is equal to 6. Now execute the program. You can display these values. You can display these values. This one. If I am writing I here, you can print the value of I. These are the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the values. These are the values of I. If you have to print J, then you can print the value of J. These are the values 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suppose I am writing 5 here. It means I can display accordingly. These are the values 4, 3, 2, and 1. According to your choice, you can display the content. If I am writing 10 here, you can display the data accordingly. Only 5. This one. Only this data is there. If I am writing 9 here, you can display the second last data 5, 4. These are the contents. Means according to your choice, you can display the data. Suppose you have to display two contents. I is equal to J, or I plus J is equal to 6. Suppose you have to display both the diagonals like this, cross content. Then what you can do? You can write like this: I is equal to J, or I plus J is equal to 6. What about this one? Suppose you have to display the plus sign, this one. Then here value of I is equal to 3. If value of j is equal to 3, suppose I am writing 3 here, also 3 here, then display the content, you can display the plus sign. In either way, you can display the contents using for loop. Multiple designing can be possible. You can try with your own skill using double for loop, and you can comment in the video. Thanks for watching.